Hello, welcome to 20 Minutes with Sarah. Each Thursday at 7 p.m., I will introduce myself and talk about the issues that are the focus of this campaign. As well, this will be a time for me to answer questions and concerns that are on your mind. Please email me with those questions to sarahsmith4, FORHD76 @gmail.com. So now let's get started. Hello, my name is Sarah Smith, and I am running for the Iowa House. I am a common sense, middle class, fourth generation resident of House District 76. I come from a family with deep roots in public service who have always taught me that being a good neighbor is about giving back and listening to the concerns of others. I serve on various boards, including Unity Point Grinnell Regional Medical Center, Grinnell Newburgh School Foundation, as well as coaching the girls' high school swim team and a youth swim club. My husband Dustin and I have 2 children, a son Alex, who will be a junior at Grinnell High School, and a daughter Josie, who will be in 8th grade at Grinnell Middle School. I work at Grinnell College in the Office of Community Enhancement and Engagement, and I am the Director of Outreach Programs and Events. We work to connect campus and community by helping to enhance the community's social and economic vitality and showcase Grinnell as a thriving and vibrant community. I have always worked to create a community built around knowledge to help and support one another. We have an obligation as Iowans to use our knowledge and commitment to improve social injustice issues throughout our local community, state, and across the globe. We need to work to make sure that our schools prepare all students to live in a racially diverse state. It is also very clear that our state needs a wide range of responses to racial injustice. Too often, as I've noticed, the response is the same community members responding over and over and over again. We need to all stand together, stand tall, and listen to one another to end racial injustice. I'm running for the Iowa House to be a voice for everyone across our district and state. I have always worked on finding common ground when solving a problem and believe that the right decision, an informed decision, is made by listening to both sides of an issue, even if that side is sometimes a side that I often don't agree with. I still need to listen to both sides and make a decision based off of listening. Over the past months, I have watched our current leadership, and now more than ever, we need fresh ideas at the State House. Ideas for paid sick leave, supporting small businesses, farmers and nonprofits, affordable and accessible health care, increased mental health care access, increased funding for our public schools, internet access to all of Iowa, and jobs that pay a living wage. I've had a great deal of experience learning to listen, consider, and support the voices of others. I am working hard each and every day during this pandemic because I am committed to serving the people of Iowa. Iowa can rise out of this hardship stronger, but we are going to need innovative, forward-thinking ideas like mine to get there. Vote for Sarah Smith and support my campaign by visiting sarahsmithforiowa.com. Now I'm going to answer a couple of questions that I have been receiving on a consistent basis, and they're very simple questions, but they're good questions to get at and make sure everyone understands. The first one are, what are the central issues in your campaign? So I do really focus on the one thing when I talk about the issues of my campaign, and that is that our area's backbone of economic success is through thriving businesses, farms, and nonprofits. We need to continuously imagine new ideas, which will result in a stronger economic environment for all. I believe that the following ideas will be a start to help us move towards a stronger economy. The first area is education. As a graduate of Grinnell High School, a daughter of 2 community college grads, and my father being a board member of the Iowa Valley Community College, a mother of 2 children in the Grinnell-Newburgh School District, and a wife to a Grinnell-Newburgh School Board member, and also with my work on the Grinnell-Newburgh School Foundation and local school bond vote, I believe that public schools and community colleges are the cornerstone of rural communities, and they are also an investment in all of our futures. Everyone is better off when our public schools and community colleges succeed. We need strong schools to attract and retain young families and businesses, and we need to increase the school funding to be at least at the current school inflation of 3 to 4%. This will be a step in a right direction to supporting our schools and teachers. With the low SSA percentages that schools have been forced to receive in the past few years, it has caused many delays in technologies and quite honestly has reduced many opportunities for students. We need to increase funding to our public schools and community colleges. The next area of focus is mental health and maternity services. I am very concerned about the financial hardships that COVID-19 will put on rural hospitals. Many departments in hospitals had to be shut down for a period of time due to COVID-19. Hospitals need all areas operating in order to be financially stable. As a member of the Unity Point Grinnell Regional Medical Center Board of Trustees, I know the financial hardships of rural hospitals. There are currently 89 rural hospitals in Iowa. Around 20% of those were at risk of closing even before COVID-19. We need to increase Medicaid reimbursement rates for our rural hospitals. Increasing that rate will be a step in the right direction towards better financial security, including financial support needed to keep labor and delivery departments open. As well, keep in mind that many rural hospitals are one of the largest employers in the community. We need to make sure that they stay open for the economic stability of our small towns. Iowa ranks as one of the lowest states in the country for mental health care. We need to increase the number of providers and facilities across Iowa to ensure everyone has access to mental health providers. Poweshiek County Mental Health Center was forced to close, and several other services have come and gone, leaving our communities with fragmented mental health care services. I saw a close friend whose own mental struggles led to his death. As well, I watch a friend struggle to find mental health services for her 18-year-old son. We need access to mental health professionals and clinics in our rural communities. The last area of an issue that my campaign will focus on is environment. I believe that a greener future for Iowans is through supporting programs that focus on improving water quality by funding more research and water monitoring, as well as improving state water quality standards, which would include new pollution standards for our streams, rivers, and our lakes. As well, put in place sustainable funding for conservation and protection of Iowa's beautiful natural resources. We need to also continue to work towards making Iowa a state that leads the nation in renewable energy resources by, I think, incentivizing clean energy companies to come to Iowa, as well as training the next generation of Iowa workforce in renewable energy jobs. And lastly, removing barriers that prevent Iowa from moving to renewable energy practices. We have only started to scratch the surface with regards to improving our climate. We have so many brilliant and creative minds in our colleges and universities in Iowa. We need to keep putting into place their new ideas and practices. The next question that I'm going to answer is, how will you go about campaigning for office during COVID-19? Great question, changes every day, but my answer is that I will focus on listening to people in the district. I will do this by hosting Zoom events and by calling people. I plan on sending mailings and literature to allow people to get to know me and this campaign. I want to represent everyone in this district, and I need to be able to listen and meet people to achieve that goal. We all know campaigns are expensive, But thanks to many generous supporters, this campaign is off to an excellent start. I can proudly announce that we've raised over $19,000 to date, and we were recently one of 4 campaigns featured in an article by Iowa Starting Line due to our awesome fundraising efforts. Thank you to everyone that has supported my campaign to date. But my journey has just started. I still need fundraising. I still continue to fundraise and network to more and more people. I need your financial support today. I'm very grateful for any amount. Every contribution makes a difference. $1,000 pays for 200 yard signs. $500 purchases local newspaper and radio ads. $250 pays for a mailer. And $100 purchases social media ads. Whatever your budget, any and every single contribution is appreciated. You can go to my website, sarahsmithforiowa.com, to make a contribution today. Thank you. And lastly, for this 20 Minutes with Sarah, I want to give you a couple different reminders of things coming up. The first one is I'm going to be participating in both virtual parades and one in-person parade, keeping social distancing, on July 4th. It's coming up. Happy July 4th. Yay. So the first one, the virtual parade, is going to be in Grinnell. So look out for more information about that and watch that. And the in-person one will be in Williamsburg on the 4th of July at 6:30 p.m. So I will be there for that parade and excited to get out and see some people. The next date that I want to remind you about is July 19th. That is the next financial filing date. So again, any contribution is appreciated so we can continue to be a strong campaign moving into the late summer and early fall and make sure we get our name out there and win the election in November. And then the last reminder is to save the date. Saturday, July 25th, Christmas in July event will be a huge fundraising event for this campaign, and more information will come shortly about the details regarding that event. Before I sign off, I again want to remind everyone to please support your small businesses in your communities and your counties. They need us now more than ever, and we need them to stay open so we can continue to have communities that are vibrant, that have businesses open, and that are thriving in our small towns. So please support your small business today. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again next week on Thursday at 7 p.m. for another 20 Minutes with Sarah. Thank you, and have a great rest of your evening.